People at home, man, the ways that you had before are seizing big, and you stop in this way, you are forced to stop this way. The weathercast is dark. That's what it means.
But don't the scripture says in that day should be a day of darkness?
That's right.
Anyway.
That's what's coming. Not good news. That's what it means.
Verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the street.
That's what's going on right now. The doors are being shut. In other countries, you got curfews. They're telling you the tier 2 was after 10. The pub cannot open, right? But now, right now, they're closed down. They are locked down. The shops are locked down. That's what it means. See, the Bible can never lie, man. This is prophecy. The prophecy is speaking right now. He's been running. He's doing jogging, man. Like he's with swagger as well. You know?
Yeah. Continuation of verse 4. When the sound of the grinding is low.
When the sound of the grinding is low. Look around, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The brother was saying that he was working in the market now. His store is closed. He's not working anymore. That's what it means, man. Alright? Carry on.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Right?
And you're getting up early and nothing going on.
That's right. That's right.
You definitely can hear the birds singing. Right. There's nothing else happening.
And even still, with the lockdown, you know, in the first one.
Hey, he used to wake up by the alarm, now he's waking up by the birds.
That's right. During the first lockdown there, like, it was so quiet out on the road, like you'd hear all these things.
Yeah,
all
that you
these,
never used to
but
hear.
sometimes it's good, man.
It's good.
Hey, the most I love it because,
it's true, it's
like, when you're in a village, me, I've been in a village, so lucky me. I don't know, have you been in the villages?
I have.
Countryside. No, like it's countryside when you go to St. Vincent.
Oh yeah.
You know when you wake up, what do you hear? That nature is very soothing. It's very soothing.
And you know what was happening under the last lockdown in this other country? You see all these animals like pigs and all wild pigs and boars
coming out.
Yeah. Even over here, one of the elders from up the country there, like he brought a video where people saw, I think it was a leopard or some kind of
a big cat.
The big cat.
Over here.
Like, but that goes into prophecy where the animal will be out there to like mash up the people, but that's not the time yet. But when we say like, even that is good because now your spirit, your body was so clocked in Babylon. The Mosai is like changing that clock. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, yeah? So yeah.
It's a good thing if you're in the Lord.
In the Lord, the bad thing, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Nerve spirit.
Nerve spirit, man. Hey, people can't even go to concert anymore, man.
Isn't it?
They have to do virtual concerts.
And not only that, look at, you know what's good come out of this? Look at all these Christian churches. Yeah, the Most High's locked them all down. All they can do now is online. And those who can go to a little service they keep on Sunday, they cannot sing. They, you know what I mean? They can't sing in there.
Hey, the police went into one of the churches, man. They're telling me, yo, what are you doing? Let's come out quickly, man. Get out, get out of this place.
Can't sit close. They're really disrupted. I know they're talking.
Yes. Nice.
So yeah, so this is the prophecy on what's going on. So if don't worry, I know you. If your uncle, your aunt, your cousin, your niece, because you be telling them about the truth, right? And they're asking you, well, it doesn't say that in the Bible. Show them Ecclesiastes 12 and 4 and the rest of them. They will understand that this Bible is not nothing to play with, man. See, the Bible spoke about everything, but we were still Greco-Roman Christianity.
That's exactly
so we don't understand what's going on. With the prophet now, we can see the time. This is what they call measuring the time. So when you read that and you understand it, why would you be pursuing a dream, you know, a Babylonian dream? Babylon is falling, man.
That's it. Because all they taught you in them churches is to have faith and pay your tithes and it all is good. That's
right.
basically what you were taught.
I don't know what the brother was saying. This is Jeremiah, and then I'll make you read that one. Jeremiah 23 and 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them. Yeah, and they shall fear not, because that's what's like the brother said, this Greco-Roman Christianity. Now the Most High is raising up brothers to actually teach you the proper understanding. It says, and I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith Yahweh. So this is what's happening now. Our people ain't lacking when it comes to food.
That's right.
Yeah, there's many camps out there bringing out the food for people.
That's right.
Yeah, no excuse.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 22. And it reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
See there, the sown places. So where everything was nice and fruitful and all of that, now you see things start to look empty. In the market is kind of empty.
That's right.
Yeah? And these things are going to get worse. Yeah, the scripture prophesy that they will get worse. Because the Most High is going to be breaking that staff of bread so that you trust in Him for everything. That's what we should have been doing in the first place.
Right.
That's right.
And also you got people thinking that, oh well, you know, these things happening. It happened before, it will happen again, it will be fine. No, it's not going to be fine because the Most High do things in stages.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? He said that He was going to get rid of the other nation. Because really, we
little by little.
So don't you sleep on that, man. Don't you sleep on that, man. He's giving you time, if anything, to repent. That's what He's doing. Don't think that the Most High, He's slow, but He's definitely gonna show out, man, or show up. That's a promise, man. He will show up. You see? Yeah. So what else do we have?
I'm still halfway. The full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty.
That's when you're really going to be shocked. When the Most High actually lays down the hammer and start to bring these prophecies like into full force. Yeah. This is Ezekiel 5 and 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
Oh, that says it all, man. I'll break because a lot of our people, they count on their money, they count on the good trading, they count on the government, they count on the bank. You know what I'm saying? You got people, and that's the spirit, because we're going to read Amos 5 and 19, because you got brothers, because they have money, they think, yo, I'm jumping to Gambia, I'm jumping to Ghana, you know, I'm jumping to Burkina Faso, I'm jumping to Botswana, I'm going here and I'm going there. But listen to me, Moses ain't going to be fooled. He said clearly that no stone shall be left unturned.
That's right.
Yeah? And you will find out through prophecy that wherever you are, you will have a visit of the Most High. He will visit you.
This is Ezekiel 5 and verse 8. It says, therefore thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee, in the sights of the nations. So a lot of you Israelites, you're going to be judged.
In the sight of the nation.
That's right.
Bear that in mind.
And
Wherever you're going, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more delight, because of all thine abominations. Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgments in thee, and the old remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds.
That's right. Yeah. So that's
And
what
these
the Most
things
High
are coming back
man.
again through
Yeah.
famine, man.
That's what the Most High is doing, and the Most High going to lick down,
You're
man.
going to be looking at your friend, wow. Hold on, brethren.
And I'll have that feast, man. But right now, yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm doing this. You come here, that feast, yeah, it's called the Ashanti feast. Like when I give it to you, yeah, and that's spiritual power as well.
The fire.
The spiritual power, yeah, when I give it to you, you will understand that it's not every man, every meat that you eat. You understand that. Bring it out. Amos 5:19.
I love it, man. You want to go and run time.
Speak about that in
tender.
28 about when
Just 26.
yeah. This is a book of
Hey, but that's what's going to happen though, because it's happened before. You got women that ate the babies.
Exactly.
You got brothers. They'll be like, yo, man. Like, they'll come and the girl will say, yo, man. Say, yo, brother, I thought you. No, man. Listen. Even you give me that loaf of bread while I send you back to your maker.
This is Leviticus 26 and 27. And if ye will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then will I walk contrary unto you also in fury, and I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat.
Hey, that's a decree, you know. Hey, that's a decree, man. When the Most High bring the famine, listen, in St. Vincent, in Jamaica, in Trinidad, in Africa, in Ghana, wherever, yeah, you can go run in a little bush and try to eat some papaya or something. In Babylon, there's no papaya.
No.
Yeah?
You have to kick off someone's door.
You have to kick off because yeah.
You're looking at your brother like, Papa.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know how you might see a woman and then she and she talks to you the whole time looking at her like, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, but you look at her, from outside, yeah. When you look at
drumstick,
she look like jerk.
Chicken jumpers.
The Most High is terrible, man.
you know, in the cartoons, when you see like someone really hungry and they see someone, they just see a leg.
It's like a chicken walking, fried chicken.
Hey, but the Most High say what? For those of you who keep the faith, He will nourish you,
My
man.
people shall eat, man.
He will take care of you, man. Yeah? All right, read, what was it?
Amos 5 and 19. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 19. And it reads, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
What does that mean? No escape. Yeah, the Most High's got all avenues covered. That's what that's telling you. Every avenue is covered. So whatever that's why it says trust in the Lord, because He's the one that's masterminding all of this stuff.
No, you were saying the right thing. Like, what about the flee Babylon and theory, right?
Ain't it?
From some brothers. Like I say, I'm not mentioning, it's me, I'm not mentioning camp anymore. I'm not talking about other people. I'm just you because I hear what brothers is just telling me, innit? So I have to edify. The flee Babylon thing is that you trying to run away from Babylon. But Babylon is everywhere.
That's right.
Babylon, in my country right now, the president, he was supposed to leave his seat for another, but he kept it going. And these people, he's killing people, he's putting them in prison. Why is that? Because, and their friends, they will act like, no, we're not in it, but when you look into it, the guy is really working for them because they need someone like that so they can push their new word order. Alright, so if you go to Africa, there's not even point going to Africa right now because, boy, you're going to see them. You think before he was out here, go over there, you will see them. Yeah? And all those presidents are working for the beast. When the time comes, they will roll out the plane.
That's why over on the continent they can't prosper. Because
Exactly.
we ain't got it over there, but the heads,
The head are
the devil,
man. The head are proper devil. You know when he said in first Maccabees, first start 11, or let's go and make covenant with the other nations.
yeah.
That's our leaders, man. They made covenant with the wicked. Alright? So the only way for you to prosper in this thing is by keeping the law and keeping the faith. Listen, you might be in your yard. People are coming to rob.
Says that.
They go to your neighbor, but they'll forget about you. The police will come looking for people, they will forget about you. The army will come, they will forget about your flat.
That's right.
This is what the Most High does, man.
You might be standing in front of them and they won't see you.
Alright?
Yeah.
You might be walking like that and they're coming, something's telling you go left. As you go left, 100 yard people are telling you, yo, the army's right there, you know.
Like the dream I had, remember I told you
Yeah,
about
yeah, exactly.
I was always getting chased, but just managed to escape.
Exactly. Alright?
This is 2 Ezra 15 and I saw 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Yeah? And for great tribulation.
Hey, the lack of bread. Read it again.
Yeah.
It
Says,
somewhere.
a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Hey, that's what's going to happen, man. So you stacking up thinking that you're doing the right thing.
You're doing it for the next
You need the more. You know what you need to stack up on? keep the faith, man, and the mercy of the Most High. That's what is supposed to be your motivation to stuck on that, because you can be stocking up and then next thing you know, someone busting get in your yard and take everything, man. Yeah, and kill you, man. Because you will resist, your family, they will come and try and they will pop you, man, they will kill you.
This is Isaiah 65 and 13. Says, therefore thus saith Yahweh, the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
That's right.
It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's read Isaiah 26. Although this one goes into something, but I didn't know, like you got double meaning in the verses, so I want to bring that and explain 26. Yeah. 20.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 20. And it reads, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
That's right. So the Most High can really hide you in this system. He can hide you out here, man.
That's right.
They ain't gonna touch you. If the Most High say they ain't gonna touch you, they ain't gonna touch you, man. It's time for you to have that faith, man. This is what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about. Listen, if you lost your job, you try your best to get another job. If it's not coming, just keep having the faith, man. All right? Because the Most High maybe stop you from getting a job, because it's time for you now to get into the faith things. All right? So don't worry about that. Keep the faith and work on your faith. Let the gift flow in you. So when that time comes, you'll be strong. It's about having a strong mind. Right, gift.
Yeah, because when you read Ephesians 2 and 8, it tells you that faith is a gift.
That's right.
Yeah? Remember that.
Well, a gift is given.
It's given.
Look,
But we were
when people come and say, yo, this guy is so good with me, I'll give him a gift. Yeah? If you're good with the Most High, he will give you the faith.
Yeah, but
how are you giving?
Yeah. Boxing away that hand.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. The boxing away. But I'm talking about for the small numbers. That is not boxing away the hand of Yahweh. The Most High will give you the faith. Why do you think we like that? What do you think? Like, we're not human beings. We are human beings, man.
That's right.
But the Most High give us that strength. We understand that everything is written, right? My faith is sealed, man. There's nothing I can do about that. If it was meant for me to die in this, that's what's going to happen. But if it was meant for me to gain spiritual power and to jump on that bald head, yeah, that's what's going to be. They cannot stop it. So I cannot be. But when I came on earth, I came on earth. So when it's time for me to go, I'll go.
That's right.
All right? But the Most High wouldn't give me fear.
That's right.
But that's not of him.
That's right.
He's strengthening the elect now, man. You will see that the people, the elect, they're becoming bold and bold. Those were faint-hearted in the beginning. They have that gift of zeal, the spiritual power of zeal and boldness. That's what's coming. It's coming on the elect, man.
That's like the dream I had again when
That's
we were
right.
running down the road and must say, well, we're running for.
That's right. Spiritual power, man.
Let's turn back and went back.
And when you see yourself flying, it's mean that you're growing in the spirit.
You're soaring in the spirit.
But that can be manifesting real life, man. Because our body, there's part of that. I was talking to a sister, I was telling her we don't even use like maybe 2% of our brain.
It's so much.
Yeah, it's so much. But when the Most High allow us, that's where the spiritual power kick in. There are hidden chambers in our bodies that if they're activated, we'll be able to do things that we're not supposed to do.
Whoa, hear this now.
All right?
In certain
You're right.
In certain accidents, you hear of people that end up in accident and someone they love is trapped. I just find this strength from nowhere to live up whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it's funny because I believe it was Luther Ridno's wife. So Luther Ridno is a bodybuilder and his wife does gym and stuff, and she's very slim. And the car rode over the child and she raised the car.
That's what I'm saying. You get that strength, man. So we have it in us, just to be able to access it. Yeah? And we access it through the Father.
because he wouldn't let you have it like that. If you had it, you do it on you would never listen.
You'll abuse it.
They say, you know what they say? They say where my sister, full of people. They say where purpose is not known, abuse. Yes. They say where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. You only try to laugh. Don't do that. Hey, my sister. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, you give me that. No, we're good, man. We're preaching. We're preaching. We're preaching.
Some here and I give you the
All right, then, cool. All right.
buy one, I put it in.
We'll take it gladly, yeah? We'll take it gladly.
How
Yeah.
are you? Very good.
Fine,
Oh
man.
my goodness.
So yeah, we have to have faith because he will do things in us, right? That we won't be imagine, bro. Like right now, we go like pain all over the place, you know. But the most I, merci beaucoup, myself, okay?
Merci beaucoup.
You happy every time you see her?
Yeah, I'm happy, you know.
We're happy when we see you too.
Yeah.
We like your boldness, man. We like you're one of the warriors, man. And the most I will use you when the time comes.
That's right.
You will do.
They have a good news from Lord. I say, oh my God.
Amen.
See, we are father. People don't know how it is, you know.
That's right.
People don't know how it is. How he do things to their life. You understand? You know, something. I was worrying something. It was very hard for me, but God put His hand here to the first. I need to calm down.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Love.
the way you must
He put his love here. He said to me, "Don't worry, I will deal with it." But this morning, he called me and said, "Oh, I know that my father can do that." You see?
That's why we have to have that faith. Yeah,
That's the faith you have to
We're
have.
talking about faith
You know,
here.
people like joke with God.
Listen to this.
Spirit of man. They
11,
joke.
1 and 2.
Listen
People
to
like
this.
joke. I'm telling you.
Listen to this.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter.
Just stand there, the camera.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1,
Yeah.
and it reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen."
Now this is the point of what?
Verse 2, "For by it the elders obtained a good report."
So when we go through the scriptures, we see that our elders, through their faith, they obtained a good report with the Most High. So that's what we're trying to do as well through our faith. Because remember, the brother read earlier on in verse 6 that without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. Yeah? So through our faith, we're trying to obtain a good report.
Sometimes you can have a faith, but sometimes you tired. Yeah? But listen to me. Don't worry. Even you tired, you don't tired. You come to you. To us, innit? We don't need to worry so many.
No, we don't need to go. We just need to trust in Him.
Yeah, that we need to put our trust
I
in
know we are father. Since I'm born, I'm this one. I know my father. You understand? But some people don't. What do you call it? You know, you have to have a patience. You know the patience. Patience is very important.
course.
Yeah. The answer this morning, I was patient for how many years? 3 years for the patient. And he came today. I said, look at that. It looked like nothing happened to my life. How God is love. It's like I was walking with my husband. I tried to explain to my husband. My husband said, look, they don't do, today, you are free. That's the most important. Now, just think about now. But it's a past long time.
Sister, just listen to us, yeah? It's very important as a woman. You have to listen to the daddies, yeah? You have to listen to the
You want to hear it
papis.
again?
So this is peace still, without faith.
Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. I'll take it from the top again. This is faith. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Now read verse. Oh yeah, go on.
Verse 2. For by it the elders obtained a good report.
So without faith, we can't hold a good report before the Most High. Yeah, read verse 6 again.
Verse 6 of Hebrews chapter 11. And it reads, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
The reward. So we were talking about earlier, before I go in, we were talking about earlier about, you know, the spiritual
Yes,
power.
everything, everything.
The spiritual power that the Most High can put in us in these days, right? That comes through faith. If you don't have faith, how you want the Most High to? But the Most High, when you put in a certain situation, first of all, because He wants you to see if you really trust Him. Because it's easy for you to say that I love the Lord, man. That's what He says. If you love Me, keep the law.
They honor Him with their lips, but their
Right?
heart is far.
So when the Most High put, hold on. When the Most High put His when He put you in certain situation, because He's testing you, right? So as we kept the law now, what make you think that the Most High, I mean the faith, what make you think that the Most High ain't gonna get us through when they come against us? Because He says clearly, when they come as a flood, the Most High will raise the standard. What do you think He mean by that? Because we got things in us that we never seen that we're about to see, to the point where you surprise yourself. When you jump to a big fence and you're able to come down and run away from your enemies, that's when you will know that the Most High is not playing, man. He will make a way for us. Alright? Like there's a preaching song and they say, He will make a way when it seems to be no way. Right? That's what He says. And that's the way.
Because He is the way. The truth and the life.
This is
John 3.
yeah. 2nd Ezra 15 and 4.
Bring it up.
Says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right. Unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So people that are not faithful, they don't understand what we understand. Because they're trained to see with the eyes. Whatever they cannot see, they don't believe in. Us, we are trained to see beyond our eyes. We are spiritually trained to see things and to know what's coming and to believe that when you read the prophecy, you may say, well, it doesn't mean nothing, but it means something to